we fixed? Are we live now? Man, I was going for like 5 minutes without even noticing. Oh, there it goes, finally, jeez. Lost internet for almost 10 minutes, and then once I got back, like, it told me I was streaming. Yikes. No idea what happened. My internet is terrible. I am so sorry, guys.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
I guess we've got... Now you guys have to go through ads all over again. I'm so sorry.
And who might...
Unknown. Well, not anymore. Dr. Edgar Swansea. Blood quality. Oh, hey, look at this. Sanitized, healthy. Oh, is this my health? Or is this just... Quarantine. Conduct research on my new condition. Identify and confront the vampire who created me. It's the overall health of the district. Oh, okay. Alright, that's fine. I hate that heartbeat sound. Ugh. There's an ultimate power. Dun 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 dun. Offhand, one-handed, firearms. Increase damage dealt. Can only grade your weapon using a hideout's workbench. Okay. My watch. Blood diary, shelter key. Okay. Oh, is that the only person we care about? No, there we go. There's the other people. Fatigue. Cure with a treatment for fatigue. I could get him. I could help him out. Pillar, huh? There's pillars of the community. That makes sense.
You be.
I don't very know. He's back, isn't it? I don't know what's going on with my internet. It is...
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
I mean, it
Sir,
clearly
you have
is.
entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact,
killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You seem the
like
expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
I am the super
Dr.
cheese
Edgar Swansea
inspector,
of the
and I get
Brotherhood of St. Paul.
got a bite to pick with
I'm
you.
performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Yes.
Then the feeling is mutual.
What have you uncovered
Tell me
concerning
what you
the
know.
murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory.
Unsavory.
But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here.
Vanished.
Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
And what exactly is this brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed
'Cause
a
I thought it
trail.
was you.
The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We are both chasing the same shadow.
Yeah, I thought you kind of like killed everyone. Hint locked.
A shadow, indeed.
Yet I hear his voice
Yet
in
I
my
heard
head.
his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
I
You
am
should let
mad.
me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you
feel
do any
like
better than
a
I?
monster.
But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions
feel
if you
like a
find the killer?
monster. It's hiding in the dark. Its teeth are razor sharp. There's no escape from me. It wants my soul. It wants my heart.
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Tell me why. Hide. Okay. I thought it was going to be like I hide. Where is my stealth stuff? Come on, man.
I cannot enter.
Interrogate the locals. All right,
If
you guys.
Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Tell me your secrets.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
We can get you a mop. You don't have to. Get up.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I
want the
spoke to
truth.
Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you
You
mean?
can't
I
handle the
suspect that
truth.
someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel
The only
your fear,
visitor
madam.
we
Please,
had.
tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He
Right.
came in here earlier tonight
yes,
and he...
Yes, which is
Well,
Will.
I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands.
I scrubbed every
I scrubbed
glass.
every glass and every chair that he touched.
Gah.
God, I hope it's not contagious.
What happened tonight?
What happened?
He was dead drunk as usual. But my God, his eyes, his face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Guys, social distance and mask up.
Tell me about
We
this.
can
William
beat
Bishop.
this.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But
I used to be
recently,
good mates.
Will started to get very aggressive.
Very
I see.
bitey.
Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Citizen hints. You just discovered a hint. It reveals a secret about a citizen or someone related to them. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality bar indicates the XP you'll earn if you feed on this citizen. Unlocked hints increase the amount of XP. Tom and William Bishop used to be good friends. Or could I not feed on them?
Hello, sir.
May
May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you were the only other stranger I've had.
As a vampire, you can force a citizen to reveal information thanks to a hint you have. Talk to me about Williams. As mentioned before, you don't have to feed on named NPCs. You can just farm XP from fighting enemies. But what if I don't want to eat them either? Can't I just do the rats?
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Who is he?
William?
Just an old sailor
who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. Can barely stand up most of the time.
How was
How
he tonight?
was he tonight?
Was he
Was
different?
he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps.
So are we solving like a
Whined
little
and mumbled
mystery
about how
here?
mean people were
Kinda
to him
like
and how he'd
that.
like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Why'd you lie to me?
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong.
Could you tell me hair color?
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Okay.
Are they stupid or something? Never even been that.
I think Dreamboat disturbs me.
Okay. Inspect the boats, isn't it? Can I go out? Oh. Over there.
I hope I live long enough to see them.
The Limehouse dock. As mentioned before, yeah.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been
What's
done, to me? To this city.
Don't worry, everyone. I can save everyone. We're gonna go full Doctor Who on this. Oh, by boat you mean like a rowboat.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. What's this?
Some sort of
Some
note.
sort of note.
30th October. Object. Multiple deaths in the docks region. We believe a nasty leech is involved. Locate the beast. Purge it. And quickly. Warning. According to recent reports, the vampire is very violent. Approach with extreme caution. I know we lack men in this part of town, but don't send rookies to investigate the case. If I'm correct, we've got a frenzied one killing each night. As always, search abandoned places first, like old houses, basements, sewers, or warehouses. Destroy the leech, brothers.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous.
Exsanguinated. Learn that word today. Now I'm gonna go shake kitty litter.
Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Oh, time to blink. Poof. Okay. Main quest. Hideout. Endangered citizen. Oh good, no one's in trouble. A hunter, you say? And a gunner. Well, I'm boned, aren't I? So Daggorth, I get what you're probably saying is kill these people that don't have names. They're just NPCs. No one's gonna miss them. Is that what I get from all of this?
It's locked.
Oh, you're making it. You're making a clip. I was gonna say, your suggestion was that I just nom on these people, the hunters and that other one over there. Is there a way to not nom on them? Gameplay, controls. You could have picked the lower difficulty. I mean, I guess. But like, it's saying that this is all about my choice, right? And I don't want to hurt people. Senses, walk, jog, mesmerize, medical checkup. Interactions, spring, embrace. Opportunity attack, I don't... All right. We're good. Enemy card to spot enemies around. Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. Melee ranged. Blood shadow.
Burn it, boys!
Ah, how do I get... Ah! Let me out!
Crush the leech, boys!
For fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Jeez. There, I haven't killed anybody.
We shall overcome this.
A used scythe. A scythe, for instance, can be used to parry an oncoming attack, inflicting heavy stun damage if timed correctly.
I had a drink outside tonight already and it did not quench my thirst. I must have more.
How do I change my weapon?
Promise. You are my dearest friend. You're my last and dearest friend. William, my arm. I can't feel it.
Okay.
I cannot enter.
Alright,
place
so
reeks
this
of
is gonna...
bloodshed.
Oh, this isn't gonna be very good.
Stand it anymore.
Why can't I... Why can't I use my senses? Hello? My sense thing isn't working.
Oh, you, Mr. Hampton. You're my only friend.
Why won't it...
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Boom. Nom 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 nom. Ah! Get off! Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Come on, come on. Nom 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 nom. Come on. Ow, you jerk! Nom 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 nom. I'm mad the game. I made the same sounds too. Ah! Ah! Get off! Get off! No, 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 no. Ah, no, 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 no. Come on. Ah, no, 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 no. The Lord is my shepherd. Used bludgeon. Ooh. A wooden stick reinforced with a metal edge designed to crush skulls and bones. Okay, but for reals, how do I equip? Equipment screen. Oh, here. $45, $65. Equipping with a two-handed weapon will unequip your offhand. Oh, is this a two-handed weapon? Okay, never mind. Will it not let me equip it if it doesn't have
Let me go.
a tab over from your inventory? So, character? So yeah, it has to be this one, right? Detail, okay. Still don't see how I change, though. Where are you? There you are.
It's not too late.
You alright, dude?
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you
Oh,
in there?
I thought I could, like,
well,
swap.
another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Did you just stab him with a 2x4? It's...
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the
You're
woman,
the woman
from the bar.
bar.
Are you-
Yeah.
Like me.
Yeah.
Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Why vampires gotta be like bastards like that? Be like, I've already helped you. Poof. Come on, let's
By
get you
George
back.
and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help.
Oh, I like your boat.
Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
Taken by the
Requires medical
thirst.
attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Alright, let's investigate.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire?
Subspecies.
I must
you
find a
say.
place to analyze the blood.
It's over here. Lots of fire. Can't go that way.
It's locked, all right.
Yeah, that's just lovely. Gotta head to bed. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. And thank you so much for it. Have a good night, Dagorth. Night-night. Poof, puff, 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 puff. Okay, since Dagworth is gone, I'm up. Hi, Utility! Welcome in!
Where are we headed?
Have
We're
you
on our
just
way to
been
the Pembroke
waiting?
Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim.
You've just been
Who can
waiting
say?
until Dagworth
The
left.
important thing is that he's been
Why do you
stopped.
hate
Duly
Dagworth so
noted.
much?
And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull.
Well,
You
either
must know
way,
who
I
she
didn't
is.
get to welcome
I
you in
thought
the
you were a
beginning
gentleman.
because I didn't know you were
shouldn't talk
here.
about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
Her privacy.
Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost,
St.
I'm a man of
Paul's
science.
Stole.
A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
You are correct,
I knew
sir.
it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the
Oh.
utmost admiration for your research.
Nice,
And what
thank
a turn
you.
of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand traditionally the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their
How
study.
you doing today, Utility?
So much for you to learn.
What time is it for you?
You
Is
are
it
right.
like Among Us?
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden.
Thank you for saying
I was
Crystal.
returning home
I'm
to
Kren
see
at the
my
moment,
sickly
but I
mother.
do very much
But
appreciate your
alas, that
name.
was before contracting this
Affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had
sweet.
the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
I say you got yourself a heckin' deal.
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Oh,
Dr. Swansea,
nice! Thank you for
goodness,
the
I
watch
was beginning
streak,
to be
Utility.
concerned.
You're so awesome.
no more,
Thank you
Nurse Crane.
so much.
I bring
I really
good news.
appreciate it.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime,
Oh,
find
all
a
right. Have a good night or morning or
good
whatever
bed
it is
for
for
Mr.
you.
Hampton.
Bye,
Be sure to pay
Sheriff.
attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Man, don't I look dapper? Look at me. Analyze the blood in the hospital.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
Yes, I was just wondering if I could be of assistance, that's all. You know, if I truly had options, they'd let me eat them now. What? Why?
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
What? I am so lost.
I cannot enter.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
Why are we all freaky deaky?
Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Nah, man.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes.
Jabbering. That was
That's
a soft
very nasty
J.
wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. To drink blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerized level must be equal or higher to the citizen's resistance. I don't want to eat him. I don't want to eat him.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Come on, just let me take him to the hospital. It's literally just right over here. Up, it's too late. They've seen me. I've got witnesses. It's not actually going to give me a choice, is it? It's an okay game, but like, for putting such emphasis on your choices have consequences, they're not giving me a lot of choices. Like, how about I just don't eat this dude? Embracing will provide a massive XP boost. Learn more about citizens.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Feeling better, Clay? Somehow?
Did I black out?
How you feeling, buddy?
Whoa, I feel giddy. What? What happened? Did I black out? Whoa, I feel...
But like he needs to go to the hospital.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Well, I guess it's just gonna suck for me.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit.
See, I'm
I'll
a
ask
good
our
guy.
porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Oh,
Thank
you've
you.
already got my name on
Nurse
the door?
Crane,
Holy
isn't
crap.
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been
Dr.
prepared.
Reed. Are you Sherman?
I would like to ask a few questions first. What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
He knows
It's
me
right
more.
to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Ouch.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
So how is Mr.
And
Hampton?
Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in,
Man,
how does he fare?
sounds like real life. Little
I gave him a
choices, only
sedative to help him
consequences,
sleep.
right?
Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
All right, let's get a move on.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Nothing.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new
Gotta learn
surgeon
about
here at
everybody.
Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research.
This
He is
was back in the
convinced
day
it's
when,
the
like,
future.
blood transfusions, they didn't know about blood types, right? So, like, they just mixed people's blood willy-nilly.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy.
Quite a poetic
Quite a
term.
poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Random blood transfusion, see who survives? Pretty much. I don't think they knew why it worked sometimes and didn't work other times. They just kind of like, Well, sometimes people, survive this.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
No, I hear you, girl.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet.
Yes,
Perhaps you
please
could
tell
help.
me about
Brilliant
everyone.
professionals.
Tell me all the tasty details.
Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is
Anyone
there
that stands
anyone
out?
that stands out?
Well, I have never
hydrate.
met someone
Thank
as
you.
dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only
Thank
he
you,
were younger.
Lunar.
Why should his age...
Hi.
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Thank you for the hydrate. Speak
Nurse
up, woman.
Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me.
How am I doing?
Anything you say will be held
Well,
in
it's nearly the end of my
No.
day.
I may disagree with some conduct.
Ever since the
but in
internet
the
broke,
end,
let's see, we were at an
everybody's doing their
hour and a
best.
half. So we'll probably go until the next hour and then, yeah. So we're kind of winding down, doing kind of like a 3 hours or so. But yeah, brand new game. Never played it. Medical checkup.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Oh, thank you, Lunar. Your life in London. Tell me about the
I'm not familiar with all the
staff.
staff yet. Perhaps you could
Oh,
help.
you've played it
Brilliant
before?
professionals.
This is my
Most
first
of them.
time.
Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
The game makes a
Most-
lot of
Is there a problem
like,
I should know about, nurse?
It would
to
be
do about
inappropriate for me to
all your
speak ill of a
choices
colleague.
matter, but it's not giving me a lot of options so far. I did not hear a thing she said. Nope, I've seen someone play it. A cutie vampire we all know and love. A cutie vampire? I know a few cutie vampires. I met a bunch last year. Would it happen to be a cutie vampire that loves garlic?
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Yes. Hello, hello.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think
Nope,
we've been
it's the cutie
introduced yet.
vampire who...
My
Oh,
name is
that
Pippa
cutie
Hawkins.
And I'm
vampire.
Dr. Jonathan Reed.
You
Dr.
gotta narrow
Swansea
it down.
has
All the
recently
vampires I
offered me a
know are
position in this
cuties.
hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism.
How is
that your help
Lilith
will be
doing? She
appreciated,
played this?
Doctor.
So tell me about your life in London. How's the situation?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Spanish flu
Nurse
won't last
Hawkins, the
forever.
Spanish
Eventually,
flu
everyone will
won't last
die.
forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you.
Haven't
But
seen
what if
Zemi.
this epidemic
Zemi
was
got
worse?
married.
What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Hi, helper. Welcome, welcome in. Yeah, Zemi went and got herself a hubby. So I think she's doing pretty good. She's just super busy. I don't know if she'll be doing much streaming anymore, which means I'm gonna miss her. I was very fortunate that she lent her expertise in helping me with the first couple of demons this year. I wish she could have done more, but I'm glad for what we did. Yeah, for real. She had a whole stream where she talked about how she got married. I think she's doing good. I'm not sure. Well, how are you doing though, Lunar? I'm always happy to know that Lilith is doing well, but how are you doing? Get a grip,
You
woman.
must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
It just becomes endemic. No one ever really gets over it. Scared that my friends are gonna martyr me for Friday's stream. What happened
How long
on Friday?
Have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And
You
no
made it-
matter
what
how
happened?
qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
An upcoming? For an upcoming stream? What'd you do? What'd you do, Lunar?
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes
we just test result away from a miracle.
Sorry,
I gave
Doctor.
song options from
I
the
don't
most
want to
generic
sound
pop
bitter.
stuff people tend to like.
I'm just too
Oh.
tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well.
This is my
Milton,
favorite
the
part of
ambulance
these kind
driver,
of
is even
games.
more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is he so grumpy?
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis?
No, in my community, I'm
just an
probably going
act?
to end up
Milton's
singing
not the
all
kind
of
of
them.
man who's bothered about a bad reputation.
Oh, why haven't I
whether he
given you a
deserved
shout
it
out
or
or
not.
helper? Hold up, I gotta give you and helper shout outs. Hold up. Shout out at dawn we row, merciful release. League of Legends, nice. And helper. Devil May Cry 5. Ah, nice. I'm considering either Dante or Virgil for one of my demons this year. Unless on the off chance everyone ignores it, I hope that'll be the case. You don't want to sing... Oh, but I want to hear you sing, Lunar.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him.
But be warned,
be
Milton
warned.
is not
Milton is not the chatty
the chatty
type.
type. Dante is badass. Virgil is Virgil. You like Dante more than Virgil? You don't have the crush on the stoic Virgil.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Oh, actually, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
You can have a one-on-one with me, and I'll sing. Hey.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Depends. What are you singing for me? Oh, where'd that guy go? He left. He is not stoic. I'd say more mature than Dante. Everyone's more mature than Dante. That's not like a particularly hard thing. Even when Dante gets all old man, he's still just a teenager. Gwyneth Brannigan. We need Zap Brannigan, if I'm being honest.
Good evening, sir.
I'll sing a story of my life
I'm
for you
Dr.
because you're that
Jonathan Reed.
cute.
I'm new
Aww.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war and have carried one ever since.
Yep.
Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh. Oh.
I'd like
what
to
you
see
got?
your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Oh, what do we got? Milton shotgun. Bullets. How much money do I have? I've got like, what, 30 shillings. Shotgun shell, common handle part. Used to assemble common handle for any melee weapon. Common trigger. Tiny common handle part. Aluminum powder. Aluminum shard, grease, screws. Oh, you have 2 of them. $1 shilling? Oh, no. I was about to say.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Trying. Not doing very well.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
Yeah. Tell me about your life around here.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Yeah, fair enough.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital?
Apart from smuggling guns.
Smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
How's the sanitary
situation? Since you're on the
situation?
front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Gross. You sound like you've had a rough time, my friend.
Recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital?
Oh my gosh,
That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
New investigation. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we've got ads starting in 3 minutes.
So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Goodbye, Milton.
Goodbye, Milton. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Enter the backyard garden. Okay, how do I... don't touch that pad. No. Okay, find your office. Milton's hooks. Enter the backyard garden. Confessed a patient he was bringing to the hospital attacked him. He had to escape to the facility's garden but lost his wallet. The attacker must have been quite violent. Okay, we're tracking that, I guess. Oh, what's in here? Small bottles. Okay. It's Milton. Jeez, these people move fast.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, miss.
Hello.
I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency?
Clemency?
Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if
And
I'm
if I am
mortal,
mortal,
what are you?
what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Ah.
And
Are
why
you
do you
now?
believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Describe it, please.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can
She might
hear
have
my
some weird
body
disease
crumble
or
from the
something.
inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
Have you ever heard of
I
Cotard
see.
syndrome?
Have you ever heard
Oh,
of
we got
Cotard?
ads starting now.
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The
Jules
affected
Cotard.
patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I mean, a little bit.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To
To hide from my enemies.
I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Oh.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe
So am I gonna be, I guess I'm gonna be like taking care of
But I
patients?
sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Oh, man,
The
I really
staff
do need
here
to go to
are
that.
not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry.
Yes.
These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
Cool.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft?
I mean, apart,
apart
besides being a
from
vampire,
being a vampire.
what do you
Is
do
that
for
not enough
fun?
for
Do you
you,
like playing
puny
Scrabble?
mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Ah.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Alright, how do we get to... what is that way?
So many deaths. And what of my own life?
Discussed on every street corner. The daily routine.
Hello, sir.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here.
Yes,
War
I can help
injuries,
you.
Am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How was your stay?
How is your
with us?
stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Ugh.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not
are we
to
all
speak.
back? Welcome back, everyone.
But be assured I'm smiling inside.
We're just kind of looking around, talking to patients.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, so...
Oh yeah, you probably
No
resent me.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So you...
So do you let her bite you?
That's
You
not
know
very
that's not
sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome.
Cotard.
She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It
Yeah,
seems much
no,
more
I
fun
feel
than
that.
the real one.
I feel
Goodbye
you,
for
brother.
now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain.
Good evening,
Hello,
Mr.
Sean.
Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do
No
you
worries.
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
mean? You
Awful
remained
things.
perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor.
Right?
That's a relief.
Thank you.
Now
Thank
all I
you.
need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without
old
men
Tom.
like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the
Good
East
old
End
Tom.
long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The
Otherwise.
authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious
Authorities.
nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid
It's a
in this part
shameful
of town, then?
thing. Lobster
Any
heads.
particularly evil
Scared
figures?
Not
man
really.
could wind
Most
up
men and women are
dead.
just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
How did you end up in
So
William
much to
Bishop's desk?
ask.
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood.
Oh,
I don't know
jeez.
why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton.
Or a fool. Well,
I'm just
quite
a man
often the
trying to
two
help his friends,
coincide.
Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
The wet
Who
boot
leads the gang
boys.
now?
Since Clay
Wet
Cox
Boot
went missing,
Boys.
it's his wife Edwina who runs the show. with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
How do
you
feeling?
feel, Mr. Hampton?
Medically.
Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually.
That's every day,
William
man.
drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
You're
What do you do for a
priest,
living,
right?
Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
So,
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton?
A
deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use
Why
your
didn't
cross?
you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Have you made
Have you
friends
made any
since you arrived?
friends?
Not really. But I recognise Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process.
I really want to try to figure out what's wrong
We're
with
not just
Miss
bodies.
Howlett.
You're
and
preaching
trying-
to the converted now, Doctor.
the
To be truly
vampire
honest,
lady who's not a
I thought she
vampire.
was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
So many people to talk to.
It's locked, all right.
Thelma Howcroft, Pippa Hawkins. There's just so many people in here. Hello there, sir.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard.
Such a British
Does
name.
my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Oh, well, thank you.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved...
Dude,
my
I'm a
value as
surgeon.
practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
How
I
dare
only
you?
want
How
you to
dare?
admit you used those men to improve your theories.
I
This is
saved
ridiculous.
lives.
My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
What,
I
you didn't have
refuse to
fun in
see
the
this
military?
Industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at
He's
least
a
agree on
guy that I'm
something,
working
Dr.
with in this hospital, I guess. He doesn't like me very much.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than
Welcome
mine,
back, Tira.
perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness
Bruh,
around
I,
me. I have always respected
kind of
the
a
skills
jerk.
of Dr. Swansea,
pardon me.
but over time his enthusiasm...
Well, everyone's unhappy. Number one, because they're British. But number two, because
Exactly
like they
what
work
are
at a
you
hospital in the middle
We're
of an
here to save
epidemic.
lives.
One
The
might
people who
even
trust
call it
us
a
are not volunteering
pandemic.
for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
New hint.
If you have a problem
what if
with
you
me,
got a
Dr.
problem?
Ackroyd, please
You want to take
feel
this
free to
outside,
tell
man?
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice.
You want to take
The
this
benefits
outside? You want to
of
go,
his
Mike?
position. But I don't agree with it.
I can't slap him. I'm a vampire. I'd knock his head
I
off.
believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed.
What do you think, Tira?
Of course you can't say
Is he a
the same
daddy?
about me, since I have not wasted
Is
my
he a
time
dilf?
courting the press.
No need for such
There is no
animosity.
need for such animosity between us.
Oh!
Don't you think the epidemic is already enough?
What an
That
absolute
is one
Chad!
point we could agree on.
Welcome in.
And that is precisely why I want to be sure that
Bro
you'll be of
meat
help in this
taco?
hospital instead of a burden.
Bro meat taco, I think I got that right. Welcome in, you absolute Chad. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. My name's Mason Kren. Good evening. We're playing a brand new game to us. Obviously, it's not that new a game, but yeah, one of my mods actually bought this. Are you a Chad? You're an absolute Chad. Absolutely. Okay, we already did all those.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Let me see the daddy face. All right, here you go. Although I think we might have a better... There we are. That's maybe a little bit better. I love this game. You hope... I'm mixed so far. Like, I am a pacifist, and whenever given the choice, I try to go on pacifist runs. So I'm trying to do that now, which is a little hard with some of these guys. I did have to kill that one boss vampire because it didn't give me any other choice. I've been subsisting on rats. And I didn't kill any people, but I did not stop being... Tira, look at me. Look at me. I am a pacifist. Be a menace. I don't want to be a menace. So far, I'm liking it. There's a few choices they've given me that have felt like they weren't really choices. You know what I mean? Where I'm just like, oh, cool. I have a choice between this and... No, I don't have a choice.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed.
There are a few infamous choices, but the game overall is a fantastic atmosphere. Oh, no. What kind of choices?
Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Oh, your poor arm.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Man, I feel like you could come into this place healthy and leave just a wreck.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about
Everybody mask up, stay 6 feet away, please.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now,
If I were
I
you,
don't think
I
I
would
can take on the responsibility.
Save.
My apologies.
And then kill everyone. You can't do that. It doesn't let you. Thought I'd encountered one? Not yet. No, Tira, you can't. There's no saves. It's purely auto saves. Which, I hate auto saves.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy.
So yeah, anything you do, it's permanent.
So I can return to work.
No, I'm not going to kill everyone.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter. And a good one, too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Just a game. Just a game. I'll have to start over.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often
Is
have
everyone here a
professional
daddy?
arguments
What,
with
you're
rivals
saying this
on the
dude's a
building
daddy?
site. Difference is I disagreed about wood and nails, not flesh and bones.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see
The
you
original
later.
release didn't even have difficulty selection. It's an artistic choice I really liked, but obviously it has its downsides. I think they should have made it a first playthrough thing only. As in they should allow manual saving once you... Yeah, that would be nice. You love a sick daddy? Well, I mean, this is the place to find sick daddies, I guess. Hi.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you.
Love your
sir.
hat.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
Yes, we
I'm
can bite
Beatrice
anyone we
Goswick,
want,
mother of
but I
Mortimer
am
Goswick.
trying not to bite people.
Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
I have other concerns right now, Doctor. But I'm fine, thank you.
Bite people? I will bite people if I need to.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say.
Just take care of my
Just
Mortimer.
take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich?
You know what to do? Whoa, what are we doing,
Most of the
Tira?
patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Oh, nice.
What do you
So
think of
what's
your
wrong?
reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived.
Well, you don't have a lot of choices,
We
do
had
you?
no other choice.
Bite someone
Considering
or
the
tell
state of
Maru you hate...
emergency.
Is there something in particular?
Why would
that's
you tell
bothering
Maru I
Some
hate
of the
her?
staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such
Who do you think
social
you are,
standing.
Tira? What would Maru... Does Maru even know you? Why would you go... Why would she trust you over me? Well, yeah, she might trust you over me.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged
She
you?
charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be
Not
sure
him
that
pulling
I'll
the
talk
does
to the
Maru
people
even know you?
involved.
I don't
Well,
expect
I mean, like,
compensation, Dr. Reed.
you just get someone
But
that
I'm aware
comes out of
such
nowhere and they're
behavior
like,
would
guess
not be
what? Kren
tolerated
hates
in
you.
other hospitals.
Actually, I can bite her. If you look up in the upper left there, see, I'll use my little hair thingy there, where it says mesmerize. I can lead her out somewhere and then I can eat her. But I don't want to.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat.
I'm gonna remember this, Tira. I'm gonna remember this. I am so mad at you now. You're gonna ruin my pacifist run just to be mean to me. I didn't make you do anything. I didn't make you do anything. All right, 10 minutes on the clock. Oh, and Helper wants to make me crystal while I destroy everything. There you are, Helper, but I still have this. Gender affirmation as recompense. Thank you. Well, at least as I slaughter the innocent, I'll be, you know, feeling like myself. Well, then why don't you go destroy them? Why are you making me do it?
I suppose that this pain is the
Alright,
reason
what am
you're
I
here.
doing, Mira?
Is someone taking care
Not
of you?
Mira.
Yes.
Tira.
And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer.
Okay, I really have to stress, Tira, this game is one save, auto-save. Complete auto-save. There's no manual. There's no way to get anything back. There's no way to undo this, and it'll completely change the ending that I was trying to go for. Alright.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
What do you want me to do? You see, different people have different XP values. It's because the more you learn about them, the more they're more valuable they are. And worse than that, when you bite somebody, the game literally gets harder. The difficulty increases. Bite the old lady. Her? All right.
This hospital seems to be falling. Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
I can't mesmerize her. She's too strong.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswell.
She's too strong for me. I'm only a level 3.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering...
Alright. I think there's someone I can go find that's a low enough level. Specifically the one that I tried not to hurt. Yeah, that guy. I can bite him if that's what you want. Alright, let me find my way down there. Aluminum powder. I literally spared this guy before.
What happened? Did I black out?
Okay, it's not letting me. 5. Okay, I tried, and now it's not letting me. I'm sorry, Tira. What about you?
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these
I'm
terrible
trying,
times.
Tira.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look
Tira's
at you
making
now.
me kill someone,
Eminent
but
surgeon
I haven't
and
found
blood
someone that I can
transfusion
kill.
specialist.
Because I'm not strong enough. I can kill this guy. Tira, do you want me to kill him? And if so, do you want me to at least get information out of him before I kill him? Oh, Goody, you're out here being a savior. That was so sweet, Goody. Thank you. That was such a turn-off? What do you mean a turn-off?
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No, we must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
You've nothing to prove, Dr. Tippett, to anybody. And we all praise your experience. Please, have some rest.
Yeah, I know, and
perfectly fine,
Tira
and I
just
am not
wants to
too
make
old for
things
this
bad.
job.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
I'm gonna be
This
honest, if
hospital
I
is not
ended up
exactly
killing
the best
someone, I
of
probably
London.
would have just
I'm
not
sure you are
finished
used to
playing the
working in a
game.
better environment.
I'd have just switched over after I killed him to Yakuza.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
The staff?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
No.
Hold up. I need to check something real quick. Okay.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
But, you know, she's a woman, so, you know, can't do anything about
Any
that.
opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Personal questions? Nope.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Thank you very much, Goody. You saved me from killing that man. I don't think Tira understands exactly how this game works. Or if she does, she's very cruel to want to do that to me. Tira, it's okay. I can make you kill a more important NPC. I just turned it off. Kuromi? Where did you get a Kuromi emoji? Who do I have to sub to get Kuromi? Oh, Dusty, hello. Hello, Dusty. I haven't seen you in forever. How's it going? She's on the other side of this? I've missed you too. My schedule
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
has not let
How
me
are you
catch your streams. I'm so glad to see you. Welcome in.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right?
Oh, I forgot I don't have any mods. Right now, I need to get you a shout out, Dusty. Dead by Daylight? Oh, I love watching you play Dead by Daylight. Oh, thank you so much for the hug. Thank you.
Hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Or bat.
Tell
Thomas.
me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much.
Of course I'm sweet to you, because you're such a sweetheart,
I find
Dusty.
it interesting.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Oh, true.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for
Aw,
your medicine,
thank you.
Dr. Reed.
I don't usually stream quite this
The
late,
only
but
drug I need.
Welcome in, Raiders. Hello. Welcome. JPS Lindbergh. Time to give Smeagol the precious. Hello, welcome in, Raiders. Let me get you a shout out. Lunar, did you bring them over? Oh, let me add JPS Lindbergh.
What an absolute Chad.
Thank you very much, JPS. You are absolutely a Chad. Thank you. Welcome in. My name is Mason Kren, sometimes. Right now, it's Mason Crystal. It's very nice to meet you all. I'm a variety streamer. I usually do very laid back games, a lot of visual novels, simulators stuff. But one of my mods bought me this game. They donated it for stream, so I'm trying it out. It's Vampire. It proclaims to be very choice-oriented. Yeah, of course you're a Chad. You followed. Anyone that's a follower here is an absolute Chad. You have to believe it. Duke Nukem said so. But yes, yes, thank you so much. Welcome in. What were you playing again? Elden Ring. Oh my gosh. There's no arguing the gospel of the Duke? Absolutely not. I am so intrigued by Elden Ring. I am way too scared to play it myself, though. Like, I won't play basically any of the Souls-likes just because, like, I'm miserable at that. We're close to readings of Shadow of the Erdtree. Nice. It's absolutely fascinating. For a moment there, I thought that said Shadow of the Colossus, and I was like, ah! I loved that game. But yeah, the new DLC, right, for Elden Ring. Yeah, I keep bouncing back and forth on whether or not that's a game I want to try, but like, I don't think it's my kind of game. Like, no one would want to watch me bash my head against the wall for 10 hours. Right, Dusty? Shadow of the Colossus is an amazing freaking game. The DLC seems to take place in the obsolete afterlife. I don't even know the story well enough to know about that. An obsolete afterlife? What does that even mean? That sounds so interesting. Well, now you have to tell me what's going on. How much do I need to know about the main campaign in order to understand the DLC? I would, but I want to get bashed in the wall by you. I mean, Lunar. After stream, honey. The great goddess Marika basically made dying hereditary. Oh, it's a sin to die? Sussy. Dusty, if you're jealous, you just have to ask. I can add you to the list. Anyway, yes, but welcome in. Exactly. Lunar is very generous. Of course, I have a Riz redeemed for a reason. But yes, yeah, I don't know how me playing any of those Souls games, and I hear Elden Ring is like the most forgiving of them, but still, like, I've watched it and I've just been like, not my kind of game. Mason of the Riz, exactly. The archives have now become the Rizchives. Our Rizzes? Our Crivses? Our Crizzes? Rizchive. I'm a Rizzard. Ooh. Exactly, Rizzard. Alright. But yeah. You're a Rizzard, Harry. Exactly. My voice just feels shot this week. Let's do Thomas.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood?
Why
him?
I'm not sure, Doctor.
You have an idea for a Harry Potter
bond of some
fanfic?
sort.
Is it safe to mention in front of mixed audience?
He's the only mortal I find interesting.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark.
Mistress of
to
the
your
Dark.
Nocturnal activities.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
All I'll say is Hogwarts will turn into Horgwarts.
The Goswicks came here in the first place.
I could munch on her, but I'm not going to.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Nope, we already did all of his
Goodbye
stuff.
for now, Mr. Elwood.
Do all of them. I'm not munching any of these people. Oh, the blood for the lizard. Exactly, blood for the lizards. Oh, actually, I might be able to nom on somebody guilt-free if I go out to the back. Small bottle. What are all these small bottles for? Said out back, the garden. Out back. Midnight in the car. Local investigation. Yes, that's what I want. That's what I want. So it's behind me. It's over here.
It's locked, all right.
Gotta find another way in.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Ah, there you go. There you go, Tira. Nom 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 nom. Oh, ouch. Oh, get off, get off, get off, get off. Nom 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 nom. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. There we go. Can someone clip that for Tira? Please and thank you. Nom nom. What's going on around here? More rogue skulls. They're stronger than me. Come on. Oh, get off! Get off! Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Oh god, god, oh god, Give me nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Oh, get off me, you jerk! Nom 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 nom. Nom nom nom. Oh God! Oh, get off! Get off! Nom, 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 nom. Come on. Come on. There we go. Whew. Oh God! Oh, there's two of them! Oh, get off me! Get off me! Get off! Get off me! Get off me! Oh God, he got me! I'm dead. Well, thanks guys. I know.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the system.
Alright, let's try that again. Man, I was doing pretty good, I thought. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, nom, nom. Oh, get off me, you jerk. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, alright. I forgot I've got other powers too, don't I? Nom, nom, nom. Nom, 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 nom. Give me your blood. Give me your blood. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, nom, nom. There we go. Jeez. Take a moment, breathe. Whew. Alright. What's in the trash can? A lead stick. Okay, I don't see anything back here. Man, garden is such a confusing term. Because in the US, it's like a little place, small, where you grow plants. But like, it means so much more. Like in England. A lead plate. Got it! A photography of a smiling and loving couple with a few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever?
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Weird. Why am I up here? Okay, let's break some stuff. Nothing? Alright. Alright, much better. Where are you? There he is. Come here. Guess what I got for you? I got
Good
your
evening,
wallet.
Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and
a certain
picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody's as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you
Yes,
and
tell me what's going on.
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those
is she going to
corpses piling
leave?
up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances.
Poor people.
It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
You can't
Come
go
on,
boinging
Dr.
the
Reed.
nurses.
Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
I'm just letting you know. I don't care that you're doing it. I'm just letting you know.
Goodbye, Milton.
Where is Pippa? Oh. Pippa. Where are you, Pippa? I want to talk to you about your boyfriend. Hi, Pippa.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
I know that you're boning the ambulance driver.
Pippa, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins, but are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, We break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke, but we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
We've got an ad starting in just about 30 seconds or so.
Goodbye.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to snooze that ad. I think this is a good place for us to stop for now. Oof. Let's see who is live right now. Should we raid Iron Mouse? You know what? Let's see who else. Is anyone else playing this game? I wonder. I might be the only one. Oh, thank you, Bro Meat Taco. Oh, there are 2 other people. No mic, no cam. RPG community bot. Okay. Alright. If not vampire, is there anyone playing Yakuza right now? Oh, this looks potentially good. What do we got? First time playthrough? No spoilies or vague poison. The consequences. Here we go. Yeah, I think we found one. So, does the game suck? I have sucked quite a bit at the game. Does that count? Oh. The girl we're about to raid, or the person we're about to raid? I can't tell. Oh, Lady Mortis. So the lady we're about to raid is doing the Majima quest where the girl wants him to be her daddy. Alright, this sounds good. We're going to go back to Yakuza 0 tomorrow. But in the meantime, why don't you guys enjoy? We're going to make a new friend. Let's get that raid started. Come on. There we go. And let's get our raid messages. If you are subscribed, well, if you're not subscribed, here's the message you use. And if you are subbed, here's the message you use. All right. Thank you, everyone. Of course. Thank you. Thank you. I loved playing with you guys tonight. I had a lot more fun than I thought I would. So, thank you so much, Nintendidia, Rain, everybody. Thank you, Goody. Goody, you're my hero tonight. Thank you for saving me. Let's all give her a great raid and say hi. And if you haven't seen it, I would really appreciate if you swing by YouTube and give our latest Monster Menagerie a look. I should have the next one out within a week or so, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We're doing Hellboy this month. All right, I'll see you guys over there. Bye-bye.